Okay, now let me move on to my second part, which is the web file, the Webcrawl file Q&A. I mean, Webcrawl Q&A. So for this work, we are required to use the OpenAI chatbot to use the information from the file that your program wrapped from a website to answer questions related to this website. So that means we can ask any question just has the answers based in the file. This is a sample of a virtual chatbot to guide user to the correct information. Okay, now let's start. Let me share my screen. So as you can see here, first of all, I follow the guideline in the instruction. The three, make sure I have everything set up just like the first part. But the important step here is step 4. So I have to make some modification in the URLs to crawl some text file, something like this. And scrolling down, I have to go and do this step, especially step 13. We see the last step right here in the file Webcrawl Q&A. I have to install the following command in the Webcrawl as administration. So let me show that from here, because when I try to do this part, after the first one, I lost the command in the PowerShell prompt as administrator. So I have to redo it again by install the command Webcrawl Q&A ls env. Later, this is the more sensitive. I have to follow the instruction by copy and paste the command like this based on the location that you decide and put it in the C file. This is my location. Every green line is my command. You can see here, Webcrawl Q&A set execution policy unrestricted scope current user. Something like this is the command I copy and paste from the README file instruction. Here I install the required file as well as later I make sure I install the tick token by pip install tick token, pip install Panda OpenAI, install Python .env, install base4, install matplotlib. That's corresponding to the Python file right here. I have to import the required library. So now let's move a bit in the Python spider file after I finish the PowerShell from here. Python web QA Py. So this is the last step to make sure that you have everything right before you run it. But it is very simple because you just reach the last step by import enough library required. So as first I forgot to pip install tick token in the Python ROM, so it gives me the error as you can see here. So later I have to do it before get it working. The only thing I have to modify is pass my own open API key from the website as you in part 1 as well, or previous lab as well. Here's the one I have some modification. Just right below is just the explanation of the code, define function to get hyperlink, something like that. Raw. So after I successfully run it, when I try to ask questions, it will answer me corresponding to the database in the web file. Let me just move on here. In SJSU file. So everything information in the readme file can correspond into the answer you asked. So now let's start really quick. So first guess where SHU is will give me the answer. San Jose State University is located this at 1 Washington Square, San Jose, CA 95192. So my next question, I just do the same with the above example I did when I run it. SHU administration and leadership, and it's right. Give you the answer at SHU administration leadership include the resident provost and vice resident for academic affairs, vice resident for administration and finance, vice resident for student affairs, vice resident for university advancement, and vice resident for research and innovation. And why to SHU? It just immediately give you the corresponding answer with the file here, everything in the file that's matched in. Sensitivity provide a world-class education where the course are online or immersion spend and provide high quality education and unique research, something like that. Yeah, you can but if you ask some ridiculous questions, it doesn't give you the answer, something like this. No, oh, this one is included. Yeah, something like this. What you will receive, I don't know, when you enter the not related questions. Let me try to give you another example. Who decide schedule media art? So yeah, if TBD 23 FPA digital media art, yeah, something question like that. So I think it's a resume explain the part two Webcrawl Q&A. Oh, let me just enter the one more interesting question. Was the event you the football sprint game on May 6th? Yeah, something like that. You can ask for more related event question with the days given in the file. Yeah, that's pretty much for the part two web Q&A, web crawl Q&A.